Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and I'm excited to be here today to talk to you about one of the forms of nerve repression. There are really just a couple different ways that you can actually treat peripheral neuropathy, and I've put them into groups on purpose to help it simplify the process for you. Number one is repair. That's the ideal, of course, you want to repair the nerves. Number two is repress. You can repress the symptoms. Number three is re-educate. So you can actually get the nerve to communicate correctly with the brain and spinal cord. Number four is to reset. It's like shutting off a computer, turning it back on. You can actually reset the nerves and help them to function like they're supposed to. And number five is to release, where you actually just get the power to actually not have it affect your life. And I wanted to go into more depth in all of these. And so what I've decided to do is we start with repression, because that's the most common used treatment. And in nerve repression, you're basically not trying to fix the nerves. You're not trying to do anything other than alleviate the symptoms. To repress the symptoms doesn't interfere with your life, doesn't keep you from doing what you want to do. One of the most common used for that, for nerve repression, is basically medications. And in medications, there's a couple of groups of medications that are used to repress nerve symptoms as well. The most common are nerve-defying medications like Neurontin or gabapentin, medications like Lyrica or pregabalin. You've got Cymbalta, you've got amitriptyline, nortriptyline. All these medications are designed to reduce the amount of signals that are happening, to reduce the symptoms through interfering with the functioning of that nerve. The problem with these are the side effects that come with them, because as you're treating the peripheral nerves, you're also treating the central nervous system nerves, so the nerves in the brain, which may make you more drowsy, may interfere with your ability to think, all those kind of things. It can interfere with the nerves that go to the muscles, and so you can actually get muscle weakness and so forth, because it's literally interacting with those nerves and interfering with repression type medications. Is they don't work in everybody. They're not 100%, of course, but in some individuals, the side effects are a lot worse than they should be. In other individuals, they really just aren't something that they want to do because of the other things that will happen to you. So the third problem with these is really the fact that you get used to them. So as you're taking them, a lot of these medications, you have to, for example, gabapentin, you'll get used to it and you have to go up and go up and go up. So you increase side effects to try to get the same amount of benefit. So do they work? Yes. Are they used some? Yes. Do I recommend them? A lot of times I don't, because I'm saying let's treat the problem. Let's not just cover up the symptoms. But they are something you can use in the background if necessary, to get you some time or to buy you some time, that kind of thing. So these nerve modifying medications are number one. Number two would for treating neuropathy, and there's a reason. There's a big study out there that shows that narcotic pain medications don't really work. Now you'd say, oh yes, they do. I've taken them, they work great on my pain. Great, that's what we hope for. But the problem with these pain medications is they're addictive. They do have side effects as well. But the big thing is the studies are showing that they're only about 50% peripheral neuropathy. So with peripheral neuropathy, you take these narcotic pain medications, they may help, most of the time they don't. And if they do help, it's 50%. So you're cutting your pain in half, and that. So not a great option. Sometimes they'll do the narcotics. Sometimes they'll actually try to do ones that are not as addictive, like tramadol. Same type of process, same type of problem, where it doesn't really work as well. The third type of medications are these anti-inflammatory medications, but seem to be more effective a lot of times than the narcotics. But they're still not going to completely eliminate the pain. They're just going to reduce it. So ibuprofen, for example, or some of those type medications, they're just kind of treating symptoms, so forth. They can repress it. More effective, a lot of times, is CBD. So that's the one that typically I will recommend if you say, okay, I've got this breakthrough pain that I need to have a tool I can use to repress it. CBD is a very valuable option. Doesn't have the side effects of the narcotic pain medications, doesn't have the addictive potential, but could actually have really good benefit as far as treating it. And this is something you should consider. CBD, of course, comes orally and topical. I'll talk more about topical in a later video, but the oral actually can work really well to repress the symptoms enough that allows you to function like you. Narcotic pain medications, anti-inflammatory type medications, or arthritis type medications, and then CBD. My recommendation of these is CBD. If you need something to repress the symptoms, CBD is a good option. It works quite well, and it's safe and effective in most cases as long as you get a good quality CBD. This is Dr. Brandt Gibson, and this is your Neuropathy Nugget day 377. Repress neuropathy or repress nerve symptoms through medications. Thank you. Thank you for being here. If you'd like additional information, reach out. Dr. Brandt Gibson. Have a great rest of your day.